Before we get into today's video, I wanted to make you guys aware. Make sure to check down below see if you're subscribed. Over 80% of you guys that watch my videos are not even subscribed. So make sure to go down below, hit the subscribe button if you enjoy what you're watching. Stay tuned because I know you're going to love it. What's on, guys? Jay Hoyd back with you today. Welcome back to episode number 19 of our franchise mode with the Anaheim Ducks. We are back here, episode number 19. We are back in the playoffs. We have a good last 10 and we're ready for what I hope to be a long playoff run. So if you guys don't remember what happened in last episode and you can't go rewatch it, or go back and watch it, I should say. So we did lose two of our big pieces on our team, DeBrusk and Sorokin. I think one of them's out for like a month. The other one's out for, I think, a few weeks. So I know it's kind of the same timeline, but we are starting like this. So Ehlers, Zegers, Terry, you know him, you love him. Bertuzzi, Strome, Mercer, Perreault, McTavish, and we moved up Eriksson Ek to the third line. We did bring up Inglis. I think he did play a little bit, right? If I remember. Nope, I didn't. So he'll be up with us. Anderson's up here as well. And Riley Smith. So a couple of trade deadline acquisitions there, and they're going to play a big part for us. On the defensive side, you know, we have Peterson, also the trade deadline acquisition. Play up there with Drysdale. We have the same pretty much lineup. And then, of course, we have Dostal in net, along with Stellaris backing him up. So, you know, we're missing those two guys for sure, but I feel like we're going to have a pretty good time here against Vancouver. And so let's remind you guys who is on Vancouver Canucks, because, yeah, this is the reason we were smiling. So JT Miller, Connor Bedard, William Nylander, Niels Höglander, Elias Pettersson, Elias Dale, and then from there, it's kind of fallen off, right? The bottom six, not necessarily the greatest, just kind of some fill-in role players. So they spent all of their money on their top six forwards. And then when we look at the defense, they kind of only really have one real defenseman, maybe two in Ferraro as well. So not necessarily great. I think we definitely do have the advantage in net, a pair of 83 and an 82, Bennington and Forsberg, and they don't really have anyone else. So that's a team. I feel like we're a lot stronger than our record shows. So I want to get right into it, right? Game number 1, AHL. We did offer a couple guys contract extensions, so we might see those pop up as well. But let's get into it, right? Game number 1. We need to come. I feel like we need to come out, set the tone early, right? That's what we really need to do. And I remember from last time, get me out of the way, move me down there so you guys can see what actually happens in the first period. Nothing happening. 14-8 shots second period. There we go. McTavish on the power play along with Riley Smith from the fourth line. Both get goals past Bennington. Lafferty, though, from the fourth line does get one by Dostal. That's okay. We still got the lead 2-1. We're at 11 minutes, 10 minutes. Let's keep it ticking down. Got to get an insurance marker. That would definitely help out our cause, but we wouldn't be super upset if we didn't. There it is. Perreault does get it 3-1. Should be the last nail in the coffin for game number 1. So it took us a little bit to get into it, but you know, we turned out pretty well. All right, 3-1 victory in game 1. Game 2, Jake DeBrusk is back, but he's not going to be in the lineup. We're going to give him another game or two to hopefully fully recover, so we don't have to really worry about re-injuring, right? That's for sure, right? Because who was it that we had? It was Sorokin that we brought back after he got injured, and he got injured right away again, and then he was out for the rest of the run, and we didn't really help us too much. But first period here, we got Perreault getting a goal on the board. Let's simulate the rest of that real quick. 11-6 shots. Good job, Perot. Let's keep it going. Second period. Oh, they tie it up. Ratty. I don't remember him. Probably third, fourth line somewhere. Ties it up, though, 1-1. Third period time. We're back in an even game. Don't want that. Pedersen on the power play. Definitely don't want that. Definitely don't want that either. Pedersen with the second of the game. But there we go. Pellick, guy you definitely don't expect to get goals, gets one from the back end. 3 minutes left. 2 minutes, 1 minute. Can we get a late one? Nope, but they do. Laskinen, let's go with that. 4-2 though. They do get three third period goals with a pair from Elias Pettersson. But okay, let's keep it going. Zegras injured. Not enough to come out of the lineup. So okay. So we are home now. We'll try to get one, maybe two more games in, and then kind of see where DeBrusk is, and then we'll hope to get him back in the lineup. But I don't want to rush him back and increase that chance of re-injuring himself. So first period, I know we got some goals on the board. Ehlers and Inglis with his first goal ever in the NHL, along with Elias Pettersson. Still hot from the last game. Let's shut him down here in this second period. Shut him down, but not Nylander. 2-2. We are out shooting them by a good amount. So keep watch on that. Hopefully we outscore them as well. Right, Zegras, we talked about it. Injured, but apparently not injured enough that he's still in the lineup. Ehlers with his second goal of the game makes it 3-2. And if DeBrusk is back after either this game or next game, probably next game, we'll hope to get him back in there. Bernard finally on the score sheet, at least as far as the goals department. As we head to overtime, and I saw it, Ehlers completes the hat trick, gets his third of the game in overtime, and yeah, that's what we expected. First star of the game, Zegras and Terry, both 4 assists on the night. Right, the first line dominated. That's great to see. Absolutely great to see. Let's continue on. What are we going to? Game 4? So, Eastern Conference is full of 3-0s, with the exception being one of the games. And everything in the Western Conference seems to be an actual series. So, let's hope to end it in, I guess it would be in 5. So, after this game, we'll look to get DeBrusk back in the lineup. Hopefully, he'll be fully healthy then. First period, though, Inglis with his second of the playoffs, second of his career, and second in the last 2 games. Let's go to the second period, though. There we go. Get one on the board. Strome and Hughes do get one. Let's keep it going, though. Third period time on the power play to start. There it is. Zegras, apparently he's fine, right? Gets a goal here in the third period. 16-25. 3-1. Another power play. We'll take another goal. No. Okay. Well, power play for them. JT Miller on the power play. Quickly followed by Zegras. 3 minutes left. Okay, 15 seconds makes it interesting, but we hang on. All right, Oshie gave us a little bit of a late scare, but that's all right. Zegras, first star of the game. Terry up there once again, and Strome gets a goal. So we had to make the tough decision to take out Elias Anderson from the fourth line, but in replace of him, we do bring back Jake DeBrusk, fully healthy once again here in game number 5, or going into game number 5. It was a tough decision, honestly, between Anderson and Inglis, and I feel like Inglis has been playing better and kind of being more on the score sheet. So we have a lot of centers in the lineup, so we decided to take out Anderson. But I'm missing all of it, right? 1-1 here in the first period. Mercer and Bedard on the power play. Keep it going. First period. We'll just keep it going. Second period. Okay, lots of goals. All right, Bernard with his second. Nylander, Ehlers, and DeBrusk making his presence felt early on here in his first game back after injury. Let's keep it going, boys. Right, 3-3 on the penalty kill. There we go. All right, let's keep it going. Right, 3-3. Not what we want to see. Pettersson, 3 straight goals for us, 3 straight goals for them. Let's get a couple of goals here and finish off the game in game number 5. 2.5 minutes. Let's get a late one here. 40 seconds. Not going to do it this time. That's all right. Not all right, but hey, we'll take it. Still in the series. Obviously, all their big guns seem to have a good game there. But all right. let's get into game 6. Game 6 time. We did swap up the lines a little bit just to hope that we could get a spark in somewhere, right? We swapped Strome down to the third line, moved McTavish up. Strome wasn't really doing too much of anything, and McTavish was kind of. So swap those two. Hopefully it works. First period, nothing really happening. We do have 14 shots on net, which is good, but nothing really to show for it. Second period time. 22 shots on net, still nothing to show for it. Third period, I mean, we're already here. 25 shots, 0 in the back of the net. Power play, come on. Nope, still doesn't do it. All right, well, got to try something. Got to start somewhere. We got to get some goals here. 33 shots on goal, and we still don't have a goal. 3 minutes left, 2 minutes left. Must be a really good defensive game going by Vancouver. I guess there's nothing really to show on any of the periods. Come on, boys. There we go. Finally. Holy cow. Zegras wins it for Anaheim here. I was going to say, I guess, why is Binnington the #1 star? I mean, I guess 39 saves with a good save percentage, but still, he allowed the only goal. And I guess Dostal, like, 19 saves, like, is not great, but still, shutout, like, cool. And then Zegras gets the #1. But okay, on to round 2. The Arizona Coyotes. How in the world are these guys in the playoffs? Well, I guess I didn't really get a chance to reveal it, but holy cow. All right, Clayton Keller on the first line, along with that guy, Michael Misa, Jan Shara, who I know just won the, was it Maurice Richard or something like that? Something, but oh yeah, that's why. Almost 50 goals a year ever since he came in the league. That probably makes a little bit of sense. Blake Wheeler up there kind of leading the way as far as, you know, they go. Connor Geeky, another top draft pick. Dylan Gunther? I don't really know. And then we kind of taper off a very small bit. Baron Hayton, another former top pick of them. Kyle Yamamoto from the Edmonton side. Abe Kubel? Man, these guys got some interesting names. Lawson Krause there. I mean, that's a really solid team. That's a really solid team. Defensively, okay, we're still going. Jacob Chikrin, Matt Dumba, Gossesphere. Okay, so they got a team here. Who? And then Capo Kakinen in net, along with Matt Murray. Anybody injured? Couple guys here. Caleb Jones, I guess, from their defensive core. So maybe Deneen's not there, but we got a pretty good team here ahead of us. I know I said on paper we look stronger than most of the teams in the league, but somehow, some way they got here. So we need to take them out. Well, just had a quick look through the stats and kind of see what some of our players are doing. And it's basically first line's all the way up here, and everyone else is way underneath it. So trying to get those guys going. Made a little bit of line swaps. So now we have DeBrusk, Strome, and Mercer on the second line. And then Bertuzzi, McTavish, and Perreault on the third line. Fourth line stayed the same. First line stayed the same. Defense stayed the same. Goaltenders stayed the same. And throughout that entire explanation, nothing has happened. Second period. Of course, as soon as we're actually paying attention, 6 goals go in the back of the net. I guess let's start at the bottom. Macielli, Fabro, Chara, Krause, Eriksson Ek, and Ehlers all get goals, making it 3-3. We are out shooting, going into the third period here, but we're still tied. Right? Who's going to be the guy that makes or breaks this? Lazat, not the guy we want. Or him. Masonelli, second of the game for him. Can we get a couple late ones? Late ones? Minute left? 7 seconds? Don't feel like that's going to happen. 2 goals in 7 seconds. That'd be really impressive. Yeah, Masonelli, Yamamoto with 4 assists. Yeah, good. Probably good reason you're up there. Well, let's start game number 2 better than we did game number 1 and actually get a goal by the back end. Marcus Pettersson, followed by McTavish, both past Capo Kakinen. Power play. Love to see this goal. Just keep running it up. Keep running it up. Inglis, power play goal. Why is he on the power play? Don't really know. Power play for Arizona doesn't turn out into anything. That's the way we wanted to start that. Right, first period, 3-0. Perfect. How about second period? Add a couple more. Terry and Drysdale both on the power play. We'll take that. Right, Drysdale finally gets a goal. Didn't mean to actually do that, but either way, 5-1 final score. Drysdale, Terry, Inglis, McTavish, and Peterson all get goals. Those number 1 star, McTavish, Bertuzzi. So it seems like maybe our depth is going to be showing up here shortly, which is good, right? That's what we wanted because we can't just have a top line and succeed. Game 3 time. Every other playoff series is currently 1-1, which I just thought was really funny. Char does get one, though, early on the power play. Why are we letting them on the power play so early? I'm not really sure, but Chara with his second of the game. Can we not let him get all these goals? We just had a pretty long power play, and it went down to a 5-on-3, and we still didn't score. Okay, second period. All right, we get one back. Bertuzzi on the power play from in front of the net, where he loves to be. Third period time, there it is. Strome from the second line. Krause gets one right back. Hayton shorthanded. What in the world can we not be doing that? 2 quick goals, though, for Arizona. Not how we want to be starting this series at all, right? We tie it up. 2 early goals. Not what we want to see. They get a late one. Might as well put the last nail there in that one. Yeah. Char with a good game. 2 goals, obviously, really early on there. Not what we want to see. That's for sure. Arizona, though, putting up a fight. Doesn't really seem like they are statistically worse than us. Not by much, but it's, I mean, 5-2, 5-1. We need to win, right? That's all we need, is we need to win the game. First period, okay. I guess that's how we're going to start this game. 3 goals on the board for us. Terry, McTavish, and Pellick gets a late one. Second period. I guess, can we get another 3 goals? That'd be cool. Nope, we'll make it really close again. So Lazat, Masonelli, Ehlers gets one for us, and Dumba. All right, well, we were up 3-0, and then the second period happened. So let's not allow those goals to happen this time. Okay, guys, that would be great. Power play, though, for Arizona. All right, Gosses here does get one back. I really am not a big fan of these close games, right? Especially in the playoffs. I mean, in person, watching these games, definitely. But in a simulation where we're trying to win, not so much. We just got... So tell me how... Okay, so let's just rewind here. I know you can't see part of it, but we get 3 goals in the first period, right? Then goes to be 4-3. They bring within a goal. Then we score 3 straight goals at the very end of the game. Okay, that works. Drysdale, Mercer, and DeBrusque all get 3 goals in a span of... Is that 50 seconds? Well, going into a massive game 5, we are without our third line right wing, Perreault, out with a concussion. So he'll probably be out until next series, assuming we do get there. And we brought back in Elias Anderson and kind of did a little bit of a swap once again. So we left the second line alone with DeBrusque, Strome, and Mercer. Third line is now Eriksson, McTavish, and Bertuzzi. Lots of two-way power forward guys on that line. Hopefully it'll be kind of like a defensive line that's not really focused too much on offense, but it's kind of more of an impact energy line. And I say that, and of course Bertuzzi gets a power play goal. I mean, it's on the power play, but still 2-2. Who else got it? So Zegras gets one. Yamamoto, Hayton again gets his second of the game. Now we're caught up. Second period. All right, so nothing else really there. Let's get into it, though. Third period on the power play early. There we go. Zegras with the second of the game. First on the power play for us. How about a second one? Not this time. All right, that's all right. Hope to get another opportunity here later. 8 minutes left, though. Who's going to be the guy, right? Who are we predicting? Let's go with like a bottom 6 guy for us. Like an Inglis? That'd be pretty cool. That'd be really cool. Inglis? No? Like Riley Smith? Who was it? Adam Pelech with the shorthanded goal in overtime. Not really words I hear or say very often. Well, we had to make the decision to keep Perreault out, right? Concussions are nothing to be messed with. And going into a game 6 where we are up 3-2, I feel like it's the best if he stays out of the lineup. We win this game 6. We have a few days. He gets back to 100% for the next series, right? That's what we're hoping going into this big game, right? We could clinch it here, win past Arizona, and DeBrusk gets 2 goals early. Welcome back to the lineup, Jake DeBrusk. What a welcome back that is, right? 2 goals early on, almost a minute apart. Riley Smith, though, from the 4th line, still, right? Still in the same spot there, gets 1. Let's just keep it going. Keep it going, boys. Smith and DeBrusk gets 2 goals for him. 2nd period. And this is why the playoffs suck sometimes. Yamamoto and Keller both get goals. Do I say it? 3rd period time. We need an insurance marker. And it's right on cue. Mason McTavish gets 1, making it 4-2. 10 minutes left. Let's clinch here. 5 minutes. All right, Kiki makes it interesting. Getting it close once again. 2 minutes, 1 minute, 3 seconds, and there it is. Man, like I said, playoff hockey is the absolute best to watch in person. Very nerve-wracking when you're home watching it. Looks like Perreault up there is going to be ready for a return to the lineup for the start of our next series. Well, Perreault is back in his normal spot there on the 3rd line. Sorokin is back as well, but still he is injured. He will remain as our backup goaltender for now. But we're going to the 3rd round. It looks like we still have a Game 7 between the Avalanche and the Blues, so we'll have to wait a sec to see who we're actually going to face. And I feel like it's always the great battle of the Colorado Avalanche. 56 wins, 17 losses, and 9 extra time losses. Let's go take a look at who they got on their team now. Well, looks pretty much similar to, I think, what we remember it to be. Landeskog, McKinnon, Rantanen. We know that top line well. Niederreiter, Newhook, Niskushkin. I can never say his name right. Onval. I think this guy might be new. Was he here last year? I don't remember. Yeah, he was. Actually, he was a big part of their team. So, all right. Bukage, Appleton, Cody Glass, Pitlick there. Byram McCarr, Devon Taves, Ryan Merkley, Ty Smith, and Samuel Girard, along with Frederik Anderson in net, along with Justice Anuin. Let's go with that. Any injuries? Nope. Kupari Asithiu and Kulak. Names are not my strong suit. That's for sure. But obviously we've beaten them before, right? So let's do it again. Well, in order to be the best, you got to beat the best. So let's get it started here with the Colorado Avalanche. And yeah, that's not how we wanted to start that one. Early goal by Simoneau. Yeah, first period, we get one back, though. Who is it? Dante Fabro gets the one from the back end. Second period, we do get a pair of goals there. Inglis and Mercer will take that. Let's continue it on here. Right, Inglis. He's actually performed pretty well for being his first taste of the NHL. Gets a pair of goals. What's he on? His 3rd goal, something like that. So we'll take a 4th. Ryan Strome. All right. Not even going to say it. Not even going to say it. Power play goal for Colorado. But there it is. Game number 1 in the books. Doesn't matter you guys got 50 whatever wins during the regular season. It's time to show up in the playoffs, though. Zegers leading the way for us. No surprise there. Well, I could barely even get into game number 1 as we go on the power play within the first, 30 seconds. McKinnon does get one on the power play. Who took a penalty like 2 seconds of the game? Landeskog with a high-sticking minor. Perot does get one back for us as we end the first period 1-1. Let's keep it going, though. We're out shooting them by a good amount. Power play, Cody Glass on the power play. All right, 2-2. Power play goal for us. Bertuzzi gets one past Anderson. 2 power play goals for Colorado, though. So where is our penalty kill? Well, third period time. They're back on the power play once again. This time our penalty kill does do their job and kills the penalty. Right? We need to kind of focus on those types of things. If we want to get to the point back there, Stanley Cup. I don't even think I mentioned it yet. Got the new banner up with the Stanley Cup champs being Vegas. But we want to be this. We want to be them, right? Anaheim Ducks, Stanley Cup champs. Sounds pretty good to me. Power play in overtime. We don't get it. We have a power play in overtime. Stanley Cup finals. Not finals. Stanley Cup round 3. And we allow Bouquet to score from a crazy angle. Game 3. Time to do it. Time to win. Time to get another victory. Who's going to be the one to step up? Who haven't we seen in a while as far as like goal scoring goes? I mean, Terry's on a line with Zegras and Ehlers, so I'm not really gonna bust his butt too much. Maybe like Mercer. I feel like I haven't really seen his name in a while. And who else am I thinking of? Drysdale. He doesn't really get a lot of goals, but like to see some more out of him. That's for sure. Riley Smith's got some random goals there from the 4th line. Peterson on the 1st line. He's the wrong defenseman on that line I want to score. Let's keep it going, though. Third period time, up by 2. Early power play for Colorado. Riley Smith, once again, short-handed gets one. We'll take that. Wait, where? He scored from out there? So this G that's like in the bottom left circle, he scored from there, short-handed. Like, what in the world? Haven't even mentioned, though, they got one Rantanen on the power play. But final score 3-1. Dostal another game. I would assume Sorokin is back by now, like fully healthy. I believe. But with how well Dostal's performing, do we want to switch that? Probably not. Well, this could be a big game for us. In game number 4, let's get right into it. And yeah, we're sticking with Dostal, right? He's been our guy throughout the playoffs. You know, although Sorokin's got the contract, he's got the big contract, he's got the overall, he's got the skill, he's been our number 1 all year. You get injured, you leave it to Dostal, we're going to let him carry us. Well, he's got the hot hand. Maybe if he starts to not perform, maybe we'll switch, but for now, it's Dostal's net. It's Dostal's blue paint, it's Dostal's net. So, we're keeping him there. I say that as he allows 2 goals. McKinnon and Appleton, second period. We got 2 back, though. Mercer and Bertuzzi. We mentioned his name, Mercer. Haven't seen his name in a while. There it is in game number 4. Let's continue it on strong in the third period. As, of course, as soon as I say it, McKinnon scores. Rantanen followed that. I think we had a power play in there as well. But we got to get another one here just to stop the bleeding, right? We need to get one. Let's get it back to 1 goal a game, and then we can work from there. Got to invest in the time here, boys. Got to get there. There it is. Ehlers, 3 minutes left. Still have a little bit of time. 1 minute. Yeah, it's Ty Smith. Oh, we do get a late one there, though. Mercer again. A little bit too late. We do bring it closer, but we don't get the victory. Didn't mean to click it yet, but first period, nothing on the board. A crucial game 5 as I try to intro this game. Let's get into it, though. Second period now. Nothing really happening. Power play for us. A long power play at that. Was it a minor? I guess it was a minor. Let's get back to goals. All period. Still nothing on the board, though. 0-0. 3 minutes left in the second period. Nothing happening. I almost wish there was some way to watch it. I know I can watch it, but it takes forever at the same time, right? We don't have all day that if we were to watch... I mean, what's the maximum games you could even play in the Stanley Cup playoffs? I mean, 7 times 4. So what, 28? So, I mean, that's a lot of games, right? Did I just math correctly? Right, because 7 times 3 is 21, plus another 7 is 28. Yeah. So, going to overtime. Game 5, crucial game here. The dreaded guy. Colorado does get it, though, in Game 5. Come on here, boys. We gotta get this one back. Come on, boys. Here we go. Big game here. Game 6. Gotta get it back. Gotta go up early here. And yeah, that's not how you do it. 2 power play goals early. And another power play to follow. 3 power play goals. 4 power play goals in the first period. So it looks like they did switch to Sorokin. Not what you want to see. We do get one back, though. 4-1. 5-1 now. We are in the second period. We'll just simulate past that. Well, boys, what do I say to that? Shorthanded goal by Smith, which is great. Let's keep it going. And another power play goal, by the way. Eriksson finally gets a goal. We can come back if we want to. Okay, they scored a goal that wasn't on the power play. I mean, I just felt like after the first period, I mean, I didn't really commentate that much at all, but power play goal, 2 minutes in the game. Power play goal, 4 minutes in the game. Power play goal, 9 minutes in the game. Power play goal, 10 minutes in the game. We get one back. They get a semi-early one. We get a shorthanded goal in the third. Another power play. I mean, we're not going to win if we allow, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 power play goals. We're not going to win when we do that. Well, a disappointing year, although when you allow 5 power play goals in one game, that's usually not a recipe for success, or even 5 goals for that matter. But we do have a little bit of good news here. Our AHL team in the San Diego Gulls is currently in the Calder Cup Finals versus the Rochester Americans, and we're going to cheer those guys on and hope they can at least bring home a cup. But we don't end up doing it personally, and neither did our AHL team in San Diego. The Ottawa Senators, though, and the Rochester Americans both won the championships. Obviously, Ottawa for the NHL, Rochester for the AHL. Not how we wanted to end the year, that's for sure. And looking at next year, we'll do it quick after we kind of recap the stats, or maybe we could just talk about it during. But our team will look different. And not that I'm going to make any, I'll say, drastic changes, but the likes of Bertuzzi and Strome and I don't want to say potential in the back end, because there's not really much we could do there unless we get, additional pieces to help, because we have a solid team. And given our team right now, we have the space to make moves. And we don't have a first-round pick this year. Maybe we could re-sign a player and maybe trade him for a pick. Kind of go through what we wanted to do last year at the deadline. Maybe try to do that at the draft. Try to acquire some more assets. Maybe not necessarily young talent, but guys that can help us now and kind of go from there. But as far as the playoffs went, Zegras, Terry, and Ehlers, I mean, not that they did awful, obviously. I mean, 12 points, the lowest out of the 3. Can't really be too mad about that. Mercer, Strome, Bertuzzi. I mean, even Riley Smith with 8 points out of 18 games, filling in for the injured DeBrusque. McTavish, I mean, these guys played fine. Inglis, 7 points at 18 games for his first action in the NHL. Can't be mad about that. Anderson down there, you can't really see his name, but 2 points there. Perot missed a few games there, 7 points for him. So our entire team had 7+ points in the playoffs. So again, cannot be super mad about that. Defensively, Drysdale led the way, which was great to see. Fabro, Pellick, Peterson. I mean, okay. I mean, our Mintkov, he might be one of the ones we try to trade. I'm not even gonna lie. I might try to trade him to see what else is out there. Because with him playing on the third line, it feels like such a waste. And I feel like we could do better than him. But also at the same time, he's 85 overall, 23 years old, and still somewhat young. So gotta take a little bit of a grain with a grain of salt. Also on there, Anderson, which is like, who knows what he actually did. Probably not much of anything. Dostal, 10, 6, and 2. Not terrible numbers, but still, you know, we were riding him, you know, obviously with Sorokin being injured. You know, I didn't really want to bring him back. Not like he had a great year anyway, and we kept Dostal in there because that's what I felt, you know, we should have done. Because also, as far as our defensive core goes, we still have 2 younger players that are in the AHL, in Bentley and Martinson. So we got some things to do, some decisions to make, and some things to plan for going into next year. But that's going to do it for today's video, episode number 19 of our franchise mode with the Anaheim Ducks in the books. And a disappointing year, right? Ottawa Senators ended up winning it. We lost to Colorado, which means Ottawa beat Colorado in the finals. So obviously tough to see. We wanted to be there in the finals, get the Stanley Cup championship, and bring the cup back to Anaheim for the first time since, is it 2006? Did I remember that correctly? I don't remember now. But for a while, right? It's been a little bit since we did that. So got to plan for next year. Got to see what our team's going to look like. And hopefully we can retool, because that's what we need to do, not rebuild. But if you did enjoy, make sure to hit the like button down below if you haven't yet. Or if you're brand new here, make sure to subscribe. Turn on those post notifications so you never miss an upload. And don't forget, you can always change your mind later. But with all that being said, guys, we'll see you in the next one.
In the shadows.